All right, gang, welcome to Herbie's Community Cooking Corner for June 18th, 2024. My name is Herbie Allen, and if you're expecting me on today's Cooking Corner, well, you partially get me, but we're going to actually have a very special guest, one of in the parade of guests we're going to be having throughout the summer here. And I am definitely glad to have him on board. He is a first timer to the guest side of this call, but he's been on a couple of them and listened to several of them on the stream and the podcast. I'm talking about none other than my man JC, who everybody knows from JC's call on Monday, and he's been around the community going back to convention of 2021, and he's been having a lot of fun. So, with that, today he's going to be talking to us about his experiences making chocolate chip cookies. And he's rather new to cooking in general, so this is very incredible that he's taking on this task. So we actually have the recipe. We're going to be probably making the cookies, and he's going to talk to us about his experiences. And this will be especially good for people that are maybe new to cooking as well. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for JC.
Hello. Thank you, Herbie, those of you that are on ACB Media 5, and for those of you that are listening via podcast later on in the foreseeable future, thank you ever so much for allowing me to chat and to share my experience baking the cookies. And I hope you guys are ready for cookies, even though it's kind of early in the morning. But still, we're going to make them anyway, because why not? Um, so to give a little background, and if you would like to interrupt for some questions, please feel free to do so. And we also have another special guest who helped me alongside myself, because I'm not the only one that needs help around these parts. Cecilia, who is my companion, my good friend, my ComHab, which stands for Community Rehabilitation Worker, person who works with me and helps me out on frequent days. She was the one that helped me bake the cookies as well as pull out the recipe from scratch. So, like Herbie said, he does have the recipe handy. So if you want to follow along with us at home, you can do so. But please make sure you have either a tactile dot on the stove in front of you prior to doing this, or if your stove has, well, I don't think it has Wi-Fi capabilities. I don't think most stoves have them, but if if you have like tactile dots nonetheless on your stove, you can follow along at home, or you can ask for sighted assistance from your parents or guardian or whatever the case may be. So, all right. So last week, I should say, I actually got the opportunity to bake 20 chocolate chip cookies from scratch. Yeah, I know, 20 cookies. That's a lot of cookies. Um, but uh, but the whole premise is not a tutorial. Let me just say that right now. This is not a tutorial. This is meant to get users up and running with, learning how to bake cookies, and it takes time. So whenever you do, please don't rush it, because we're here for this hour, and we want to make it as smooth as we possibly can. So there's plenty of room for everyone here in the call. So but anyways, so we do have the ingredients. I think Robbie, you have them, right? The
I do, but
ingredients.
do we
Yeah.
want to introduce your guest first?
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Thank you. All right, so our guest is, like I said, her name is Cecilia, and she'll introduce herself, and then after that, we'll get started. So, Cecilia, you're new to this as well, so go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone. Make yourself comfortable. Introduce yourself and tell them who you are, and just kind of in a nutshell, just tell them who you
All
are.
right. Yeah, thank you so much. Hi, everyone. My name is Cecilia. I have joined a few ACB calls before, but this is my first time on Herbie's show. So thank you so much for having me. So JC and I, we were bored one day and we were like, you know what? Let's bake. And we really were in the mood for chocolate chip cookies. And we could have gone the route where we buy the pre-refrigerated dough. But I was like, you know what? We're going to bake these cookies from scratch. So this was the first time for JC. And I hope if anybody has never made chocolate chip cookies from scratch, I hope that you learn a little bit about some of the ingredients.
Yep. These ingredients, you can buy them almost anywhere. And the cookie dough pre-made, you can buy them at the refrigerator aisle. And yeah, you can buy them anywhere at the refrigerator aisle. And like I said, don't be afraid to interrupt me at any time. And if there's any questions, either here in Zoom or in Clubhouses, uh, feel free to do so. And also, I think there's someone accidentally unmuted. I think it was either you or someone else. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. We do ask that people stay muted until you're called upon. So thank you in advance. All right. So with that intro out the way, thanks Cecilia for introducing yourself. She's my great friend and I love her so much. So anyway, back to this. So are we about ready to start
We
baking the
are,
cookies?
yes.
All right. So remember, if you're at home, follow along with us. If you're at home listening via a live feed or podcast later, but please do not rush it, okay? It takes time, so patience, my friends, patience. All right, so what's up first in the ingredient there, Herbie?
All right, so the
What's
first
first?
thing that we're going to do, even before we get to the ingredients, is preheat our oven. So
Yep, preheat. Yep.
we want to set that to 375. Now, some people
Three.
don't like to work around with a preheated oven. I don't mind it. So I do. But if you are not going to preheat your oven, then just factor that into the time when baking them. So the first thing we're going to do is our dry. What we're going to do is our dry ingredients first. So that is going to be. So let's see. What we're going to mix. Actually, not all our dry ingredients because. So we're going to mix flour, baking soda, baking powder, and salt together. And so this recipe calls for 3 cups all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon baking powder, and 1 teaspoon sea salt. So we're going to put those in one mixing bowl and then set aside. So I'm going to, first of all, a good idea when you start these things is to always just wash your hands, so that way you're working with clean hands. And also, not a good time to realize that you're starting to run low on soap, but we've got enough for this, so that's okay. So I've already gotten my ingredients out here, so let's talk about the flour. How I do it is I have mine in a container, so it's just easily sealable. Okay. And I have a 2-cup measuring cup that I'm going to use for 2 of the cups for the flour, and then I've got another one falling on the floor. I'll deal with, okay. I'll deal with that in a second. So I'm going to, now if you're good with pouring, the 2-cup measuring cup works well. But I'm going to, I take the bag out of the flour, the container, just because it's easier to work with that way. I find it easier to work with if I take the bag out. So I'm going to just kind of set the cup in here and scoop the flour in. And let's see here. And then I'm going to move that out the way. So that is 2 cups. Now, I'm going to put this in the sink. And now I just need 1 more additional cup of flour. Yes. So this is a good education, by the way. I was talking about this earlier. So my mother, who is sighted and who's visiting this week, has never probably used a measuring cup in her entire life. You do?
Yeah.
Well, I'm impressed. Sometimes, yes. But I've learned a lot of...
breakfast, actually.
Yeah. Oh, okay. For her breakfast, she'll do it, but for everything else. And by the way, for anybody that's new to this call, like Cecilia, you will get comedy in this call. Just a fair warning. But
Yes.
I'm gonna put the flour up. So next, I need the baking soda.
Baking soda. When you touch flour, you need to wipe.
Yes. Well, I was gonna actually wash my hands, but wiping works just as well. When somebody can hand me the when somebody can hand you the napkin, wiping works well.
You look like a real chef, covered in flour.
It can get messy at times,
Yep.
people. So
I look like a real
don't
chef.
worry.
I'm covered in flour. But I'll tell you this much. One of the things I do, and I was told that I actually, as a real chef, I keep my hair cut real short and
Do you take baking soda or flour?
baking soda. I need both baking soda and baking powder.
'Cause I thought
But the baking soda is in here.
you
That's why you're not finding it. So I've kept mine in the fridge because
I'll keep that upright. It just fell over. So it's all fell out the box. Be careful. There's your baking powder.
yes. Okay, so let's talk about the baking soda first of all, and I need a teaspoon. Teaspoon. So the baking soda comes in a big box, and I keep the box inside a Ziploc bag just because it keeps it sealed, and then if anything were to spill, it'll stay contained in the Ziploc bag, and I don't lose anything. So
Excuse me. Where's your teaspoon?
while she's looking for the teaspoon, let's see if there's any questions so far, and I'd like to welcome in.
Do we have any questions from our audience, either here in
This is
Zoom
a
or in
tablespoon,
Clubhouse?
so
Excuse me.
my mother is sneezing away. And I'd like to welcome in our host, Cindy, and our host, Christine. Yikes, sorry.
Whoops.
I'm getting distracted here.
Yeah, just a little.
Just a little.
Okay, so there is a hand up, Melissa, so I'm going to allow her to talk here. Here we go.
Hello, Melissa.
Yes,
Hello, JC. How are you?
Doing good. So happy to be on. You have a question?
Yeah. When you and
sorry. Excuse me.
Cecilia made the cookies, did you guys? After you guys make the cookies, can you guys wrap them up, like to give them as presents or something?
Yes, we did. When we finished with baking 20 of the cookies, yeah, I know it sounds odd, but 20 is a lot. But when we baked a total of 20 cookies, we wrapped some of them up. Some were to take home, and some were to give away as gifts for family and
Yep.
friends that they would like.
I
And,
need a new measuring spoon set.
so you would wrap it up. So yeah, wrapping up is perfect. If you want to give it as a gift for a family member, or just a snack for yourself. So
Wow, yeah. Because I just wanted to know how long do you guys have to bake those cookies whenever you're done? Like, you guys have to. What's because I would like to have the recipe so I can tell my staff what I did. So
Cecilia, if you're here,
Yeah.
could you answer that?
Yeah, I think Herbie's probably going to get to it too. They typically take anywhere from like 9 to 11 minutes. And so they don't take long at all, and they do last quite a while after they're done because sugar is like a natural preservative. So a lot of sweet treats, they tend to last a while. I will say the cookies are very good, so they might not last that long. Like, you'll probably want to eat them all. But they do last for about a week after they're
Yeah.
baked.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And it does
Nice.
get messy at times, though. If you try to take the cookies out, they're fresh and new when you bake them, but be careful because after the fact they will get messy. So try try not to put your hands all over the cookies
Oh
before they
no,
get
no.
stale.
And the other thing you can do with the
Okay.
cookies too is you can also put them in a Tupperware container, so that's another way of storing them. And
Yep, I do
Oh,
have a
okay.
Tupperware container as well. So everybody at home should have a Tupperware at home. So it's very easy. But thank you for your question, Melissa. I do appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah, and I found this recipe, JC. I don't know if you want it. It's called dulce de leche brownies. You can try it.
Oh, do it what? Do it select what?
Dulce
Dulce de
leche
leche brownies.
Yes.
Oh, no thanks. I'll pass.
Well,
I like the
unless,
regular brownies.
well, I found one that's no baked. It's
Well, if it's a
it's like a.
brownie, it would be baked, but okay.
You have another
Yeah.
hand too.
All right.
If you
Okay,
Yep.
want
we're gonna
to.
get
Yeah,
to
I
the
was gonna
second
say let's go
hand.
into our
Yeah,
next hand.
let's go
Yes.
to another hand. Thanks, Melissa. All right,
You're
next.
welcome.
All right, next.
So Rachel is up.
Yes, Rachel.
Rachel, is that the one that did the promo? I assume. I think she was.
Hi, Herbie.
Hello.
Hi, JC.
Oh, hi, Rachel. Good to hear from you. Uh-oh. Did she...
Yep.
We
Where
heard
did
you a
Rachel
second
go?
ago. Yeah, we heard her a second ago.
Rachel, come back.
Rachel,
I
come
hope
back.
she didn't...
Rachel.
We get a lot of humor on this call, so please be fair warned. It's all in fun. So if you hear humor from Herbie, that's his doing, not ours. Although we do laugh. All right, let's try.
Rachel.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, there we
Hello.
go.
All
Hi,
right.
Rachel.
So what do we-
Hello.
Hello.
I'm not sure what happened.
That's okay.
But-
So what's your question?
Yeah. So what's your question? What's your question?
Where is this recipe directly off of the bag? And what is the size of these cookies per se?
So a couple things I want to mention about the
yeah.
recipe real quick is don't forget that if you're subscribed to the ACB Cooks list, which there is a link for in the community email, and then I will email out the actual entire recipe after the call. But go ahead, JC.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. What was the first one? Could you repeat?
She
the
wanted
first
to know where
question?
you got the recipe from. Like, was it off of the
No,
bag?
not the first one. That first one's been answered. The second one. What was the second one?
Size?
Ouch.
Like how big does
Oh.
the cookie get?
Size.
I would
Pretty-
say they
Yeah.
get like to the size of the palm of your hand. If you can kind of
Yeah.
imagine, like you feel the palm of your hand, that's kind of like the size that they get. But Herbie's going to get to this part too, like when you actually roll them into the balls. If you prefer bigger cookies, just roll them into a bigger sized ball. And if
Exactly.
you prefer smaller cookies, just do a smaller ball.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yep.
I'm pretty bad at dimensions, so I'm pretty bad at
But
dimensions.
a lot
so
of
there
it,
you go.
it really is dependent on you. And now I need my salt. A lot of it is depending on you and just how you shape the cookie dough balls. And so
Yeah.
just keep that in mind. Okay, guys. So I added in the baking powder. I'm adding the salt.
Much.
Yep.
You're welcome, Rachel.
So I've needed to talk. I forgot to talk about the baking powder and describe it real quick. So that comes. The one I have at least comes in a can with a plastic lid on it. So the first time you open it, there may be a plastic like film on the thing. So just make note of that if you're opening it for the first time.
Thank you.
So the salt I measured into the spoon over the sink because I don't want to get too much into the dough. Because otherwise it's not going to taste real good. Okay. So now I've added in those first four ingredients. We're going to stir these up.
Now for the stirring part, for me and Cecilia's case, we used an electric mixer.
Yep,
Which-
I'm going to use that for the butter and the sugars. I don't think I need that for this part with the flour and all that. But yes, I am going to use a mixer for the next part.
Yeah. Yep, and it was a lot of fun. I had a blast mixing with the with the mixer, and it was a lot of
JC,
fun.
was that your first time using the mixer?
Yeah, I never
Nice.
used a mixer ever to mix ingredients like that.
All right.
Nice.
So again, as you can hear, this has been a learning. For JC, it's not just about making the chocolate chip cookies. It's about learning how to use the equipment to make said cookies. And if you do it to make something fun, it's going to stick out more. Like cookies. Okay, now I need my other mixing bowl.
It's
You have a couple of hands. If
Oh, we do have a couple of
All right,
hands.
let's,
Oh,
yeah, let's get
Yep.
I was about to say let's get to some more
So-
questions. Who's next?
Ibrahim.
Abraham. Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
JC, next you'll make brownies and then you'll be set for life.
I love that.
So,
Go ahead with your question.
the cookies, is it the crispy all the way through kind, or is it the one with that's crispy on the edges, slightly chewy in the middle?
Cecilia,
I mean-
help me, please.
JC, when you bit into the cookie, what was your experience? Like, did you feel like a little crunch? Was it more soft?
It was,
I feel like it was probably both.
Crunchy.
Yeah.
It was both. It was crunchy, and it was what was that last part? Abraham, repeat. What was the last
Chewy.
part?
Was it chewy in the
Yeah, it
middle?
was chewy. Yeah, it was both. It
Okay.
was chewy and crunchy.
Awesome. Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Abraham. Thank you for that comedy. I love it. I love this community so much. All right,
And
who's next?
lastly is Celeste.
Who?
Celeste.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Yeah. By the way, I got my Bible verse. Thank you.
What is the? Yeah, thank you.
And the Herbie, if I remember, you got a new mixer for your book.
Uh-oh. Oh no, not another one. Come on, Celeste, come back.
Okay.
There you are,
Now
there
I'm
you are.
unmuted. I don't know
There you
why
are,
it
go
mutes
ahead.
me like that. I don't know why it
Yeah.
mutes me. But yeah, JC, I got your Bible verse. Thank you. And
Thanks,
Herbie,
you're welcome.
and Herbie, you got a new mixer for your birthday? Is that what you're gonna use today?
Yep, I'm going to be using the new mixer.
Cool.
Nice. All right, what's your question? What is your question, my friend?
So I was just gonna make a comment because my nephew, who's sort of turning into a niece, made chocolate chip cookies about a year ago, and they made them kind of big. So basically, the size kind of depends on, do you want them more crispy or do you want them more gooey? And I found that the bigger the cookie, the gooier, you got kind of more of that gooey chocolate chip center kind ofness out of it if you make them a bigger size.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point there. Yep, the bigger the size, the bigger the cookie gets. You know?
So the texture is going to be slightly
texture,
different
yeah.
because of how the ingredients come together as they bake.
It's the texture of it.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you, DJ Cell Rock, aka Celeste. I say that because you're a good DJ and you do a good job at it. So thank you for chiming in and for sharing your input. First time hearing you on the call, my friend.
No, it was the first time I'm hearing you on the call too. And the other day, I guest hosted for Herbie. You don't know if you listened, but I hope you enjoyed
All
that.
right.
We played Alphabet Soup, 80s and 90s.
So that's getting into
I've
the
been away
internet.
from the radio arena. I'll see what I can do about that. I'll probably check the archive when I can. But thanks for letting me know.
Yep.
All right, guys, so
All
we're
right.
having all sorts of fun here as my other mixing bowl has walked away. So we're going to use a Tupperware tub as a substitute. All right. So Donna was asking me about my mixer. I will talk about that in just a second. So hang tight for that.
And Nikki's hand is up as
Oh,
well.
we
I
got
just
somebody
saw
in
that.
Clubhouse.
Yep.
Yeah, we have a Clubhouse. Who's that?
We
Who's
do,
that?
and it's Janine.
Janine.
Oh, Janine. Hey, Janine.
Hi. So we're making, apparently you're making chocolate chip cookies now. It sounds like
Yep.
Herbie's making them, JC, and you're not making them, but you know the recipe.
I'm
right?
just doing the chatting and
Okay,
he's giving the
so-
commentary. So
Okay, well, here's the thing. With chocolate chip cookies, because I just made 2 quadruple batches to take to convention, and I made snickerdoodles. I found this new recipe that was awesome and easier than the old one. But okay, so if you want chewy or crunchy, it depends on, or cakey, or flat. It depends on the temperature of your butter. So if you use cold butter and you cut it, and it, It just depends on the temperature of your butter and if you put extra flour or not extra flour, and how soon, if you chill your dough or not chill your dough, how well they'll spread out or not. If they get flat, if they stay poofy, if they go flat, just different. There's many ways. You just have to decide the way that you want your cookies. So, Herbie, when you mix because I do this, and I don't know if you do this, but when you do your flour, salt, and baking powder, it's not soda, it's powder, really, okay, anyway, do you whisk it? I tend to whisk it or use a big slotted spoon to mix my flour and stuff in the other.
So this recipe calls for baking powder and baking soda. And I actually used a regular spoon just to stir it. Because it just said, that's what I do for that. Yeah. So the butter is going to be this one calls for salted butter, and that's softened. So like this butter has just come out of the fridge, but it's at it's already soft because it's in the tub. So.
Oh, that's right. You tub butter. I forgot.
Well, I use because this one calls for salted butter. That's why. Otherwise, I would use it. Normally, I use the stick butter for baking, but because this actually calls for salted and not unsalted butter, that's why I use the tub butter for this one.
Oh, that's cool. You could use salted cubes too, but again, we always fight over the stick or cube. Okay, cool. Just Anyway, I just wanted to make sure it's like what you're making and stuff. But I'm excited you got a new mixer. Is this a stand mixer, Herbie?
I'm going to talk about the mixer in just a minute, guys. Hang tight.
No. Did you finally join the right club? The club on stand mixers?
No, because you've not come here to show me where I would even put one, so.
No, you're supposed to come here.
Well,
no, it's not.
Okay,
it's not really a question. It's just Herbie and I picking on each other, which is
so.
fine.
Let's talk about the butter a little bit more here.
Yes.
So the reason I could have go ahead. I could have gotten a separate box of cubed or stick butter, which is salted, and that stuff is softer than the unsalted stick butter.
Too.
Yes.
Your temperature too. So the colder, the warmer, like if you leave it. Yeah, it just depends on the temperature of the butter, the way that your cookies are going to poof or flatten or whatever. I've learned it from many cookies. But anyway, awesome. I'm glad you're making cookies. It's good to hear you, JC. I haven't been able to make it to this call forever, but it's great to hear Herbie, you going back to basics. I like it.
Oh, no problem. If you ever want to reach out to me, Janine, reach out to the community, and Janine and I will pass my info to you, okay? Just reach out to me through community, okay?
Reach out to you for...
Just to get in contact, just to kind of stay in touch, you know?
Okay.
So just reach out to the community, and I'll be looking forward to keeping in touch with you. Keeping in touch. So
I basically came to pick on her, but thanks. Yes, Herbie.
So to answer your question, Janine, though, first of all, yes, I do my best to alternate between basics and a little bit more advanced. So the cooking call is not I do my best to alternate because my goal is to keep people interested. And so I try my best to accommodate all levels as much as I can on this call, so it's not one or the other. Okay, so
is anyone baking with you? Wait, is anyone cooking along?
Not that I'm aware of. And that would include you. You're not baking with me. But anyway,
look, I didn't know what you were doing. I just came
I posted to the conversation list and the cooks list.
Oh my gosh.
So
you could have texted me. Okay. Well,
I didn't know you'd be interested, or I would have.
Okay, bye.
All right. Thanks, Janine.
So the thing with Janine has always talked about, I should get a stand mixer, and that's so fun and dandy if A, you know how to use them, and B, you actually have the room for said stand mixer. So Janine has not taken me up on my offer to come here and assess where
I will. Let's plan it.
All right.
Thanks, Janine. All right.
Because and no messing with my keyboard over there. Thank you.
Yeah, I was about to say, if anyone else has any questions, please feel free to put your hands up.
So let's talk about our sugars real quick because we need white sugar, a cup of white sugar, a cup of brown sugar. Brown sugar comes in a different package than your white sugar. So that's how you can tell a difference because of the packaging. They also feel a little bit different too, but the packaging is your biggest clue. Now the trick is brown sugar and powdered sugar come in a very similar type package, but you can tell a difference with powdered sugar is it is a little bit more fluffy through the package, so that's how you can tell a difference. Okay, and I said no playing with my keyboard. Hold on, guys.
Who's playing with the...
On the countertop as well?
Oh.
I've got the rest of it. So
It's all on the countertop.
William has his hand up. I
William,
don't know
yes.
what's
Yeah, let's get William. Hey, William.
This is way too much ingredients for just...
Hello,
William,
everyone.
There you are. I was about to say you're
Good
muted,
morning,
but
everyone.
you're
Hope
not.
everyone's doing well. They don't have work for me currently, so I'm just chilling in the break room. Anyway,
You know what I mean?
my question is, how long do you bake the cookies for, and at what temperature do you cook them for?
Cecilia, you want to answer that one?
Yeah, so Herbie has preheated the oven to 375 degrees. I know some cookie recipes call for 350 or even 325, but this one's 375. And the cookies bake for about 9 to 10 minutes. The recipe calls for 8 to 10 minutes, but I'd say 9 to 10 is usually the sweet spot.
9 to 10. Okay, very good. Thank you so much for letting me share. Have a great day, everyone.
You too.
Thank you.
Yep, that's William for those of you that are unfamiliar with voices. So, all right. So, where are we up to now, Herbie?
Right now we're looking for my new mixer that I got that I can't find, as it is a cute little battery operated one. Here we go.
The one that I use.
So I learned about this from It's Electric. So let's see, which brand is this one?
Wow. You just press that.
Yes.
Oh.
But what's the brand?
This is on the bottom it says ROHS, but I don't know whether that rose is the. There's nothing else.
You ask the person who orders it for you what brand they got you.
I'll tell you what, let me look at the Amazon order.
Yeah, do that. Okay, tell you. Excited help I get around here, folks. No, I don't rely on them.
Yeah.
So it came with two. So this one just uses one beater.
This one?
So there's two beaters that came with it. This one and one of these type.
Oh, I see.
So we got one that was like an egg beater and one that's just a standard beater. So I'm gonna plug this into the little thing, and then you press the. Well, let's move this cup out the way.
Move the cup.
And then you press the button. You cycle the button between different speeds.
Put it to the bottom of your
So if you press the button once and you release it, then it's at one speed. If you press it again, it goes even faster, and then you stop it.
Cool.
And then, there we go.
I say keep it on the bottom first because now it needs to go. Oh no, don't pick it up. Don't bring it up with it on.
All right, so trying to see. Right now we're gonna see if we can. This is the first time I've really gotten to truly use it for other than making eggs. So we're going to actually now really actually try this thing out.
Keep it on the bottom.
And if it does not work out, then we have the other mixer as backup.
Now can we keep it steady in one place and make it faster?
Yeah, so she's thinking to make it faster.
Keep it in one place and let it do the work, not you. Let it do. There you go. Let it do the work.
Okay, so this thing will actually move itself around. Okay.
So that keep it on the bottom. That's it. It's perfect. Perfect. Keep it going.
Okay, so let's
Oh,
make
I might
this.
go one of them.
I think I want it a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But
I think the battery just died. All right.
Oh, no. Go down
that's
again.
what
Press it down.
that's what you get with
That's
mixers
still
these
going.
days. When you put batteries in, they die quick.
Let it turn. Let it turn. There you go. Don't press it. There you go. Don't press it too hard on the bottom, so it's got room to.
Okay.
I'd have probably melted my butter a bit more.
It's this is kind of an interesting experience.
Yep. That's what I said before. It
Okay,
does take
now
time
it's actually.
Yeah, keep going.
the thing to kind of work itself out.
Here, I'm gonna let you try using it and see what you think.
Probably melt my butter.
Well, that's pretty soft butter, so that shouldn't.
Okay. Oh, wow, I'm getting one of these. Oh, I like this. Yeah, it's battery operated. So if you pick it up off, don't press it too much on the bottom.
Right, well, that's what you said.
Well,
yeah.
What you mustn't do is switch it off before it comes
yes.
up. Yeah, there you go. Okay, keep it going fast. Oops.
That's what I'm saying. I think the battery maybe needs a full charge, so.
Oh.
Alright, so I'm going to. Yeah. Alright, so and the way you plug it and the way you charge this thing is with USB, so.
Yeah. Could we? Yeah, we can't do it right now. Keep it charged. Plug it in.
Yeah, I haven't tested it to see if it works while plugged in or not, so.
This is so. If you've more or less done all the heavy beating, that's really good. Really good. And I raise it just gently, and then most of it comes off the beaters without going across the kitchen floor. You understand what I mean?
Yep.
The one that we used is not battery operated.
Nope. I learned about this. Well, this is why you need to go to calls like It's Electric, because you can learn about cool little I never even knew such a thing existed till literally like about a month ago. And then when I heard about it, I was like, oh, that sounds so cool. I gotta have it, because that'll be nice not to have to plug in the mixer. What?
Can I show you something?
It's battery operated.
Put your hand there.
Yes.
And your hand there. And look, that's even
Just
better.
to let you know, you have a couple of hands.
Alright.
We'll continue.
No, when you, I just wanted.
And then also, you don't have to burn your finger on the button.
Yeah, we're ready whenever you're ready.
So basically what we're kind of discovering is that if you just lightly move this over the mixture
and hold the shaft above the
beater.
Yeah, much better.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. And then you change speeds, of course, you have to press the button.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, this is kind of. Ooh, no, it does warm up a little bit.
It
so.
does, yeah.
Yeah, it's warming up a little bit.
I'll tell you what.
What I do is let it.
Oh, wait.
And Donna learns about new things watching in QVC. Okay, let's get to the hands.
Yeah. Let's get. What's next?
They have had their hands up before. Okay, one of them lowered. So we've got Janine.
Janine, all right.
Okay.
Oh, there's the other.
I have a question.
Yes.
Who is the British person in the background? And then does this USB charge? I don't think it's battery. Like if you charge it with the USB, then it's a rechargeable, but not battery. Does it have a lip that you could just put it on your bowl and it would go around by itself?
No.
That's what because I love It's Electric too, so I'm always buying stuff because the can opener, you can press the button.
I don't think the mixer you could just set on the bowl and it'll go by itself. No.
Okay.
And the British person in the background is my mother.
Oh, really?
Yes.
She sounds British. That's so awesome.
Well, the reason why I'll give you one guess as to why she sounds British.
Why?
You're not going to take the guess?
Because I'm from Canada.
Oh, she's from Canada.
No, she's not from Canada.
Wait, no. Why does she sound British?
Birmingham,
England. It's England.
Yes.
That's awesome, Herbie. Too bad
But I think I've only mentioned a million times before that I am half British, so.
You did, but I
You
was supposed to teach her, and you were supposed to teach my mom, and we gave that to
Yes.
someone else. So
Yes.
okay, cool. I just was curious if it had the lip on it for
Nope.
for on the bowl, but okay, cool. And the British version. So awesome! It's so nice to hear you and your mom cooking together. It's that warms my heart, just like myself and mine.
Yes.
Yay!
All right, so there you go. Yeah, I've only mentioned the last few years that I am half British. Well, technically, I actually found out that I am a full British citizen, actually, because I was, because of how their rules are and when I was born. So technically, I'm full British. But I'm not plugging in my other mixer because the other one, we're going to need it
Donna's
again.
hand is up.
Oh, Donna!
Hey, Donna!
Hey guys, so first I want to correct something. If it's an USB, that is, you are charging a battery. If you are doing a USB charge, it's
Thank you. I meant to go into about that. Yes.
Yeah.
Because
anyhow.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very cool that you're using a battery one. I was curious how that would be because I know KitchenAid has a battery when they've had it for a couple of years, and I was curious if they have enough power. And what
I'm really hoping to find out what brand this one is. I would say I need to give it a full charge just to be sure. I'm just saying, like, power-wise, this particular one could be a little bit better, but I'm going to find out the exact brand. But KitchenAid in general is a good brand, so.
Do you still have the box that it came in? Oh.
Yeah,
so, Herbie, what are since you're doing mixing, just tell us some of your favorite tips for doing really good.
Brandy's calling you.
For really good mixing for people who aren't able to see it well or at all.
Okay, so mixing is one of those, I'll tell you truthfully, it's one of those things I actually don't like doing myself, but I do it because recipes call for it. I will use the mixer, just with a standard mixer, I'll put it around the bottom of the bowl and just kind of let it go around. And then I'll just use my hands to kind of feel like what the mixture looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And, and you want to make sure it feels like it's all creamed together or, whatever, that type of feeling.
So you don't move the mixer around?
Yes, yes.
I was going to say.
Yeah, you do move the mixer around, and you kind of want to do it in like a, kind of like a circular motion, not quite a stirring motion.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Do you clean off the edges while you're doing it or after?
I usually do it more so after, but if I think that it's too gunged up, I will clean it off as I'm going, but usually I do it after.
Okay. And do you ever use these bowls that have like a pouring spout to make it easier to get stuff out? Or do you just use a scoop to scoop your stuff out?
I usually use a scoop.
Okay.
All right. But you have to use, of course, what works best for you. Definitely.
Well, yeah, I was asking those questions because I know there's different techniques, and it was just kind of to get some conversation about different techniques for people who might not know and who are curious.
Definitely. Okay, so...
That's what the call's all about.
It is. All right, so I see that we're 45 past. I am still doing stuff here in the kitchen, even though the questions are happening. So I've now put in the vanilla and the eggs. So, and I've got my other mixer here.
It was fun breaking the eggs. For me and Cecilia, it was fun breaking the eggs. I had a lot of fun, and it was messy too. So it was fun, battering the egg and opening the shell, and even though it was messy, it was a lot of fun.
Yep. So now I'm creaming all this together because that's what it says to do. And shaking off the beaters here. And I'm just going to let them rest on the side of the bowl so that way the mixture will drip off into the bowl itself.
And for the chocolate part, you can use either the dark chocolate or the regular chocolate chip.
Yep. So let's see. What else? Do we need to do anything else before we add in the chocolate? I always have learned to check these things.
And real quick, I just wanted to, this is Cecilia. I'm going to be on listening mode only. So any questions that come in directed towards the recipe can probably go to Herbie, and then any towards the experience could go to JC. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
Oh, no
definitely.
problem. Yes, it's been a lot of fun, and I'll definitely see you later. All right, so,
All right,
yep,
so
so if
now
you
we
have
need the
any,
chocolate
yeah,
chips.
I was about to say, yep, if you have any additional questions after the fact, you can direct it to Herbie, and then it'll go to me. Or the best bet is to direct it to community, and Cindy or Natalie will pass the info, the question along to me in advance. Anyway, so yeah, so like I said, it's a lot of fun baking cookies, and it can be a bit messy at times. It can get a bit, messy on on the messier side. But
Yep,
it's
that's what
about
I was
having a
going
good
for.
time and putting the ingredients together and mixing it all up. And
I'll cut the
I had a
corner.
lot of fun with the electric
Just one
mixer,
corner.
and the mixer that
There's no rings on
we
any of
use,
it, right?
No.
myself and Cecilia use, are different compared to the one that Herbie showed. It
Ask Chanel
was
if she
not
wants to put
battery
the dough in the
operated.
cookie sheets.
It was
She
basically
wants to
electric. It
she
was
wants to.
Yes.
basically plugged in. So you plug it in and you turn it on, and you just mix it with the handle on the top of the mixer, and you just go around and around until all the ingredients are mixed together. Yeah, it was a lot of fun using that mixer that was unfortunately not on batteries, but it was powered in. So, and
All
if you want
right.
to learn more about those, then
Chanel
you can
said
go
no.
to It's
Okay.
Electric. Anyways, go ahead, Herbie. What's next?
So, forgot to turn my. I'm so not used to working in a kitchen with other people in here. I do apologize. So now I'm going to add all this, including the chocolate chips, into the flour mixture, and then we're going to give it all a good mixing. Now, I was finding out if Chanel. She said no because Chanel likes to have fun with like the measuring and stuff. So I was going to see if she wanted to measure out the cookie dough balls. But
Yeah, and you put it all together, and like Cecilia and I said, they are refrigerated ones that are already made. So if you want to not do it from scratch and want to go the faster route, then
yep.
you can purchase yourself a ready-made cookie dough that already has the ingredients
Your
made
hands
for
prep.
you. And all you have to do is roll it up into a nice cookie bowl, and then you just put it in the oven, and voila, the cookies are made. In addition to making it from scratch, that's the shortcut way to
Once you
bake
oven
cookies
it,
faster.
switch it on when you put it in the mixture, not before.
All right.
Actually, it's Nikki, so I have a couple things I wanted to say quick.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, go ahead,
Keep it
Nikki.
still.
Go ahead.
First of all, I wanted to say this, but I was fixing club deck. It was being a pain.
Turn the bowl slowly
When breaking
so you get the
eggs,
rest of the mixture
I'm
on
not
this
a big,
side.
I don't
Keep
have a
it
lot of
down.
cooking tips,
Down.
but this one came to me from an instructor I had, and
Right.
she told me to use a butter knife to start
Oh,
the process of cracking open the egg. And it actually helped to keep the mess down to a little bit less.
okay.
And the second thing is, we got some of those ready-made cookies at around Christmas time, and and we actually made them in the air fryer.
Oh, that's interesting. I've never
Yeah,
seen a I've never seen a cookie made in an air
Me
fryer.
either.
they were
But
good.
wow. Okay. Did you use the
It took
Wow.
actual
about
air
7
fryer
minutes.
setting, or did you use like one of the bake settings?
Just a regular one. Yeah.
Okay.
We did it for about like 350, I think, maybe 380. But we did it for like 7 minutes, and they were done.
Now, Cindy LeBon yesterday was talking about doing cookies on a gas grill. So
What was up? What on a gas grill?
Cindy LeBon talking about doing cookies on a gas grill.
Those were my comments.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those cookies are very interesting. But I'll have to try baking cookies in the air fryer. I've never tried
Me
baking
either.
in the air fryer.
Okay, so I think
I'm not sure it would work from scratch. You probably want to only do
no.
it with the ready-made ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The ready-made ones, the ready-made cookie dough, you can make it in the air fryer, and I have to try that next
I
time.
put the beaters in the tub. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, so what is going on, Herbie? What's next?
Well, sampling the dough for quality assurance, very important.
wise with raw egg in it?
Yes, it is wise with raw egg in it. Is there a risk of salmonella? Absolutely, there is. Has that happened to me yet? Nope. Should I care? Absolutely. Do I care? No. Just saying how it is.
Wow. Okay.
Brings me back to the mastodon conversation on that topic.
No, the issue could be more so if you were using fresh farm eggs. I think that could be a different story, but...
You clean your surface area?
Yes, now we need the cookie sheet.
When you've cleaned your area.
Oh, what fun. The cookie sheet.
And did you want to make these into balls and put them in the parchment paper? So one of the tricks that I learned from Janine is to use parchment paper to keep things from sticking. So actually, yes, Janine, if you're still on the call, I do, as you know, I do take some tips from you. So does anybody have any more questions for JC specifically?
Yeah, come on, people.
And
no
Herbie, you have like 8 minutes until the top of the hour.
All right.
Thanks, Christine. All right, who do we have? Any hands went up?
Hold on, guys.
No.
I will be right
Not at the
back. I'm switching off the mic for a second. So now's a good time to ask JC questions, guys. Or if JC, if you have any more cooking things that you'd like to, or any more things you'd like to think you're going to learn how to cook.
Well, as of right now at this stage, the cookie baking. In addition to that, I've also made microwave eggs, an egg omelet in the microwave. That's pretty more advanced. I'll have to maybe that'll be in the foreseeable future, but right now it's just basic things. Heating up brownies in the microwave. I always heat up my brownies hot for 10 seconds in the microwave. Doing a grilled cheese. The grilled cheese preparing it is easy, but I have my mom always do the grilled cheese on the stove because you have to be careful when it comes to heating the stove up. And but I know how to prepare a grilled cheese. I know how to prepare that. Hot pockets, the Philly cheesesteak hot pockets, those can be done easily in the air fryer, and maybe in a future call, Herbie. I don't know if this can be accepted. I don't know if pre-recordings can be accepted in the future, but I would be more than willing to do a quick little ditty on how a totally blind user cooks up a Philly cheesesteak hot pocket in the air fryer. In the future, I'm not saying right now, but maybe in the future I can record it and send it to you, and then you can put it as a bonus content for users that want to learn how the air fryer is operated, how one operates with the tactile markings on the air fryer, and I'll go around the air fryer that we use at home, just for curiosity and just to kind of give people an overview of what the air fryer. It's not talking air fryer. It's just a regular handy air fryer with tactile markings on the top of the air fryer. So just a thought. So, but I know how to do that. I also know how to do, like I said, microwavable eggs, egg omelet. I only did it once. and then there's also brownies that you can heat up in the microwave, grilled cheese. Oh, and also the English muffin with cheese. There's actually one that you can use that you can actually peel off the bread easily. They do sell them. I don't know what brand, but they do have them available because the one that I had previously was hard to peel the English muffin off because you had to use like a butter knife to kind of peel it. And if you use your hand to peel off the two bread, it actually gets split and it kind of chips off. So I did not like that one. So we bought the easy ones that you can just easily pull off the two breads from the English muffin. And I made that in the toaster. And apart from that, those are the things that I like. Those easy meals that I like to make in the microwave or air fryer or toaster.
Tracy, really quick. I
Yeah.
remember like back in like the 90s they had those microwave brownies that you made in the microwave, but I haven't seen them. What brand are they? What do you look for to get those?
Brownies. These are small brownies. They come in a bag. There's like little tiny circle brownies. They come in a bag in like
Okay.
packs, and you buy them at your at your local restaurant. Wait, not restaurant. I meant to say local supermarket, Walmart, whatever. And in the grocery aisle, they have like a box of brownies, and they're a square box. So if you find a square box, you can use Seeing AI or Ira or whatever assistant to use them, or you can use the meta glass, which there will be a presentation as a reminder later on. Cindy Hollis is going to do a presentation at 2. So if you want to stop in and listen to find out how to use the meta glasses, just spoiler alert, you can check that out later on. But you can find the square box and you can use either the Ira or Be My AI or whatever assistive app you use to help you find and read the label of the box. So.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm glad that answered those questions.
Yep. Perfect. All right. Does anybody have any more questions for JC? All right.
Yep, you. Okay,
so real quick before we got to say goodbye to those on the stream side in just a little bit.
Yeah.
My mother is making the cookie dough into balls, and this is a job I really don't like to do. I like to give it to Chanel when she's able to, but you know what you can do is you just what? I thought you were. Well, I don't know what you're doing in my kitchen, so
I wasn't. I just went down.
Okay. You can make the cookie dough into balls.
Like,
Yeah, just mush it all together.
Mush it all together and place it on the parchment paper.
I'm going to use an ice
And roll it up.
Yeah, and
Roll
you
it
can
up
use
and
them.
Roll it up.
Yep, and you can use the ice cream scoop to scoop it out if you want.
So you just place them all over the cookie sheet?
Yes.
All right.
Just give them a few inches so they can spread out.
All right.
Donna Browning has a
Donna.
hand raised.
Yes.
All right, Donna, what's your question?
So I just wanted to let you guys know, because I was looking on Amazon, you can actually buy a microwave brownie mix, and it's in like a little cup, and it bakes in that cup.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Yep, it's on Amazon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can find it on Amazon.
Thank you.
Yeah, that'll work. Yep, you can buy it on
No
Amazon.
problem.
Just anywhere you want to buy it. Yeah, buy it on Amazon. It's the best.
I
And
knew
you can
it
get
used to exist.
shipping. They still do. I mean, you can buy it on Amazon.
Yeah, apparently.
You know,
It's been good.
Prime shipping, which is awesome. I don't have Prime shipping, but my mom does. My mom and my sister, they both have Amazon, so they get free shipping. And Cecilia, too. And sometimes we go to Starbucks, and I get those square brownies hot. Oh, they're so good. But that's another story for another time. So, I mean, there's so much stuff that you guys can make. It's all a matter of making sure that whatever you make, take your time, don't rush over it, and best of all, have fun with making it. And it can't get messy in the end, but at the end of the day, when you're done making it, just be happy that you made it. You're independent enough to make it.
And it
you know,
tastes good.
Yes, exactly.
Yummy, chewy chocolate chips.
If I can do the cookies, so can you guys at home too. So I just wanted to say that from the bottom of my heart that I love you guys so much. I love being a part of ACB. And do feel free to reach out to me through community if you have any questions or just want to stay in chat in general. Just don't send me spam mail, okay?
Yes. All right.
How many minutes?
Oh, this is so. I'll show you. This is how you can use the smart speakers in the kitchen, guys. Hey Google, Set timer for 9 minutes. Hey Google, set volume to 4. Alright guys, so for those of you on Media 5, later on you do get some exciting programming. We've got Unmute Presents, and then we got a presentation on the Rayburn Smart Glasses that Cindy is doing, then helpful hints on homophones. So, you've got lots of great programming.
Yep, catch those if you can, or if not, you can catch them on your preferred podcast or ACB Link app. If you have it on your phone, you can check it out after the presentations are recorded, including this one too. This one will also be podcasted. So if you're listening to this either now or later, we thank you for listening. We're sorry that we have to leave y'all, but we will see y'all in the foreseeable future whenever we see y'all. And again, any questions you have, you can reach out to Herbie. If you have his info, if you have my info, you know where to find me. If you don't, reach out to community, and Cindy and Natalie will direct the message to me. So I just want to thank y'all. Thank you, Herbie, for having me. It's been so much fun. We'll definitely do another one again in the future. But until then, we will see y'all whenever we see y'all again.
All right, well, thank you, JC.
Thanks, guys.
Anyway, what have we got for you next week? So coming up in July, Haley is going to be presenting with a mason jar salad. I need to see what we have on tap for June, because we've got Heidi coming back for another presentation. And also, I think I'm not quite sure if we're going to get affected by convention or not. We will like the actual real convention, but like the pre-convention stuff, I don't know. I'm going to see what our schedule looks like, and I will post stuff to the list concerning that. So make sure you stay tuned to the ACB Cooks list for sure. And I do post at least the weekly recipe on the conversations list as well, so you can find out from there what's going on too. But stay tuned to you might want to subscribe to the ACB Cooks list for things like the full recipe, which I will post after this. And also make sure you check out the Herbie's Cooking Corner YouTube playlist, where you will find close to 50 calls that have been uploaded on various topics, from breakfast to dinner, lunch, dessert, and we'll get this call uploaded. And I'm working on last week's. There's just some things that need to get edited out. So that's what's going on with that. And let's see. So we're right now just waiting for the cookies to bake. They're in the oven. And so does anybody have any more questions while we are waiting?
We're still clear.
Still clear. All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to charge up that battery-operated mixer. I will tell you one thing I did successfully use it for the other week is, like, to make eggs. You know, definitely works well for that. The one I got came with 2 different beaters that you plug in.
LHBD, cordless hand mixer. That's what it says.
So, what was it?
LHBD.
LHBD, okay.
Cordless hand mixer. Comes with a whisk, egg beater, and great for breakfast. Doing pancake batter. 3-speed self-control.
All right.
Stainless steel, egg beater, and a whisk.
Yep. So it comes with an egg.
A hand?
All right, we have a hand.
Amanda.
Amanda, welcome.
Yeah, you should be able to hear Amanda.
Amanda. I'm going to start singing the song Amanda by Boston.
Oh, maybe she really didn't have her hand up and I just imagined it.
Yeah, you can plug it in.
Could be. Alright. I'll take it back.
And the reason why, to answer, so Jonathan is asking why I don't like to roll the balls. Just because it's a lot of work and I'm lazy, that's why.
It's too much work.
Yeah, I think that.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
Do we have any other questions? Let's see, looking through emails. And, nope, Janine has not heard my mom before, but this is not the first time she's been on my cooking call because there's a few calls I've done from Washington State where she has been on them, so this is just her first time in my kitchen.
Ah. A
So,
nice addition.
Your mixer's charging.
What?
Your mixer's charging on top of your
Okay, good. So the mixer is now charging. So we'll see how it works when it's at full battery strength. So I didn't even think to charge it up because it just was working so well right when I got it that I'm definitely curious as to see, like, so that's the LHPD is the one that I have.
What did you say?
I thought you said LHPD.
LHB.
D. Okay.
That's what
So
it said.
LHBD. So there you go. That's the brand
Herbie,
I have. Yep.
this
It's
is
just
not
this
a
cute little
question.
thing, but anyway.
It's really small, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
How long is your mom staying with you?
A couple weeks.
Ah, cool.
2 medium speed and 3 high speed.
So yeah, it's just this cute little thing. So you can easily fit it in like your utensil drawer or anything like that. So that's what's it's a pretty cool mixer in that regard. And then I still have my plug-in mixer which I use, but now I'm hoping to be able to be more reliant on that battery-operated mixer. And there you go. Okay, so the cookies are starting to smell good. And also, Christine is going to be joining us on the cooking call sometime in August, and she's going to be doing stuff with the Instant Pot. So is it going to be just you by yourself, Christine, or is it going to be you and Shannon?
I'm hoping that Shannon. She said she'd be around, so
All right.
yeah, you might get a two for one there.
Excellent.
And it's fun when we do stuff together. Lots of laughter then. So
We
hopefully
go
we'll do
together,
it together.
like
Yeah.
lemma, dig. Oh, sorry.
There you go. Yeah, like that.
So we're working on that, and I'm working on recruiting one or two
Celeste
other people.
has,
Celeste, what are you going to make on my cooking call? Oh.
I don't know if.
Well, I can provide the music for the cooking call, and we can have, but you need some manufacturers of dough over there. Too bad Jackie Wilson died 20 years ago. To help me make those cookies in the bowl.
Oh boy. All right.
Also, if you're gonna do it in August, you'll need to mix it with an Instant Pot in Spokane.
Yep. Well, I won't be. That's why we're having her on because I won't be able to cook along. So, that's why I'm arranging guest appearances for those 2 weeks. So, there you go. But, and
Oh, good to know. They don't cook in Spokane. Okay, good to know. They're lazy.
So no, they cook. Basically, my Spokane kitchen layout is this. The stove is. It's one of those flat burner stoves, but its space is taken up with a microwave. So, hey Google, stop. All right, we're gonna get the cookies out the oven.
Well, you better do that because they'll burn. And burnt cookies
She's getting
aren't
it.
good.
Okay. No, you can get it.
Oh, they're really, really thick.
Yes.
Ooh, is that a good thing?
Yes. They're supposed to be thick, yes. With 3 cups of flour and baking soda, yeah, they're thick cookies.
Yeah, and whether they're cooked though inside, I don't know.
That's what we're not, yeah, well,
Stuffed inside like pastry? Or,
they should be a little bit soft inside, yes.
oh, because they're so thick, they're going to be
Yes.
soft.
I mean, you want, yes.
Right.
Now, of course, if you want really, really crisp cookies, you can cook them for longer, but I kind of did in the middle. So yeah, these are thick cookies. But anyway, so in fact, it should be on YouTube. But refer to there's 2 kitchen tour videos up on there. And I know the first one I gave, you get a tour of my apartment kitchen, and then I talk about the Spokane kitchen towards the end. But you can use the oven, but I can't use the stovetop there. And I'm not going to lug my Instant Pot to Spokane. And I hope to get some of my mother-in-law's cooking, because that's really good. But, so there you go. All right. Thank you, Celeste. And do we have anybody else?
You are clear.
I am clear. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for helping out today. First of all, Nikki, you came in at the last minute, but you got things working and all that, so good job there. Christine, fabulous job once again of hosting. I want to thank JC, who is undoubtedly now on the Wake Up Coffee Clatch. So thank you, JC, for coming on the call today. So see, guys, you don't have to be a cooking expert to come on the call. If you've tried it once before and you want to talk about your experiences, then let me know. If you do not have my contact information, then you can reach out to me through community@acb.org, and that will get forwarded on to me. Same with any additional questions, comments, that sort of thing. You can also subscribe to the ACB Cooks list. That is in the community email, and on how to do that. So we would love to have you on board for that. And thanks also to JC's worker, Cecilia, for coming on board as well. And for helping out on today's call. And, I think, I don't know if you're still on here or not, but you got a good voice for doing calls like this. So if you ever want to try something like that, let me know. What?
For doing the dough,
yes,
I like to put on disposable glove, because that way I've got lovely clean hands at the end.
Yes, so that is a good point. If you do not like dealing with dough or raw meat or anything like that, disposable gloves are a good thing to use.
Or at least one.
Yes. If you're blind, you're probably going to want to be able to use both hands.
Well,
so
I've got the high screen scoop in the other hand. That's what I mean.
Yes.
So I scoop the dough in one. And
yeah, me personally, I think I'd use both hands just so I could, but
I agree.
if you're, because our hands are our eyes, so.
But I do like it because
but yes, disposable gloves can definitely,
the added thing
if you want to have clean hands afterwards. I will tell you, I don't like gloves that much because I find them a bit too restrictive. I like to have my full hand movement.
Yeah.
But there you go. Okay. Last call for questions.
Celeste has her hand up, but I don't know if she has a question. But
I don't know if she has a question or not, but let's let her talk. And
we allowed her to talk. She should be back.
I have an idea for next week, since your mom's staying a second week. How about you make one of her recipes?
Well, that's a good point, Celeste. I would make one of her recipes, but burnt surprise usually doesn't taste good to everybody. And it sets off the smoke alarm, so that's the only downside to that. The other one is a really tough beef with the vegetables. And let's see, so those are her 2 specialties. But there you go. So, actually, we may have a guest on for next week. I'm working out next week, so we will see.
Well, I like maybe we can teach Nick how to cook. I'd like to hear his voice on here. I like our baker.
Well, then I guess Celeste, let's see. We'll have to, Celeste, in order for Nick to cook, let's see you do one of these calls so you can be a good role model to him. All right. So there you go. So tell me what you like to cook or bake and whatever. And
Google, set for 9 minutes. Oh, Google, will you
no, okay, you say practice it. So say, "Hey Google,
Hey Google,
set timer for 9 minutes."
set time for 9 minutes. Thank you.
You've got to love that accent. Ah.
So yeah, you've got to know how to properly talk to your device, the smart devices, and how to trigger them. So.
Oh no, but I'm just saying I love listening to her talk. That's just great.
Well, she's from the other side of the pond, so that's how
I
they
know
talk
this.
over there.
I do too.
So jar
I know
meals, it
this.
looks like that's going to be in July.
And Herbie, I did not know your mother was from Britain. I had no idea. So.
Oh, well, now you do.
I remembered.
Yep, you remembered. Good for you, Christine. You get a gold star.
I want a cookie.
Yeah, all right. You'll get a cookie then.
Yeah.
I'll get you two cookies, actually. So.
Cool.
Yep, and Donna remembered too. Okay, you get a cookie. So, so the those of you that remembered, good for you. I am very proud of you. And for those of you that didn't, I still love you anyway. So, and for those of you that didn't know, you're exempt from being, made to feel bad. So, no, nobody's made to feel bad. But, so yes, thank you everybody then. And, yes, we're going to have Haley, who, by the way, for those of you who didn't know, she doesn't have the accent like my mom does, but she is also from England as well. So I don't know how many of you actually knew that. Which part of England is Haley from?
Oh,
Isn't it like more of the southern part, or?
Isn't she outside London? I'll ask her again.
Okay, we'll have to ask her again to find out.
Melissa has a hand up if you want to take that.
Yeah, it's a different region than my mom. I'll tell you that much. Okay, yes, Melissa.
Yeah, she's not there.
Wow, those cookies are so amazing. I want one.
Yep.
I want a cookie.
In fact, let's see. We need to go sample a cookie right now, don't we?
Do it.
Oh, we do.
Yes.
If there's any left, if somebody hasn't.
I didn't have one.
You didn't have one?
I'm not even hungry, love.
Okay.
Sorry. If I was hungry, I would.
Your mom's pretty nice. I like her.
Yep, these are pretty good cookies.
I would like to make some.
Yes, I'm talking with my mouth full. Sorry, Jonathan. Sorry, the law. Deal with it.
I think JC did a good job today. Really did a good job.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He did a good job. I think he needs to teach more.
Yep, 9 minutes is perfect for these, I think.
Yeah. By the way, I would like to do a cooking call after when I'm, so that way I'll teach you guys. So I'll tell you guys what I'm learning at colleges.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah. I probably might be starting July 12th.
Excellent.
Yep.
All right. So, a good reminder, because Cindy's posting out about this right now. Okay, so I used the full 12 ounces of chocolate chips in them, by the way. Forgot to mention that. So that's what we got coming up for you tomorrow, and that's at 6 p.m. Eastern. Well, I want to thank everybody today. Glad you all enjoyed the call.